Hi, it's Peg, and today I am sharing the mood board for May from Art Joyous Sharing. That's a Facebook group with challenges for art. If you'd like to join us, please remember to answer the questions in the group so that we know you're a person and not a robot. And yeah, what am I doing? Well, I'm using some stamps on some painted paper, and I'm just going to cut out these images because I'm going to collage on a journal page for the mood board. Now the mood board has these bright cherry summery colors and a parrot and a sunflower, and so I'm thinking, okay, first I'm thinking I was going to do a sunflower, so I was doing these petals and I was going to create a sunflower, and I'm cutting them out, and I started thinking about it more, and I thought, well, you know, these kind of look like feathers too, not just petals. So I thought, well, how about a petal feather uh, parrot, and combine the two images into something. And so I'm going to use that color palette with the blues and the oranges and the greens, and yeah, be inspired by all of that that's on the mood board. You can use whatever is inspiring you off of that mood board to do your creations with. So here's a quick shot of the mood board again, just to give you an idea of what we're talking about with the mood board. And now I'm going to start on my journal page. I have these Deco Art Americana paints, and I'm just going to brayer some of that down on the page to start with. This is just a neutral light mocha color that I'm putting down, and then I'm going to blend some of the other colors into it. I have some primary cyan, which is a Deco Art Media Fluid acrylic, and I'm also using the Americana in a foliage green and a little bit of yellow from the media line too. Let me see what color that is. That is the primary yellow that I am using, but this is a stencil from Stencil Girl. I think it might be a Gwen LaFleur, I'm not sure. But I thought the feathers would be appropriate for what I was doing here today. And I'm trying to reach for it now and see if I can find who the maker is. But anyway, it is a Stencil Girl stencil. I'm pretty sure of that. You know, I like the feather image that's there, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to use a couple of other 4x4 stencils that I have in my stash from Stencil Girl, and just create the background. I'm going to blend it out a little bit. You know, I don't want just that stuff smacked on the page. I want it blended together to make a cohesive background. I don't just want a solid color. I want to use those greens and blues in my background because the bird itself is going to be very colorful. Here comes the yellow. And I want to make sure that the bird is really standing out on the page because that's the focal point. So I'm going to use a sponge, blend that all together, and then I will get some paints out, and I'm going to push that back with just a coat of that Americana light mocha so that it is a background, not in your face. And then I will start with the bird image. So I have a primary magenta out, vermilion, which is the orange color, and I'm just gonna, you know, brush in the shape of the parrot to start with. This is a little more transparent than I want it to be because it's a fluid, and so you'll see me, I end up adding a little bit of gesso just to make sure that it fills in the background of the bird, because I didn't want the background showing through the bird. Going to dry that off, and then I'll put another coat of the primary magenta over the top and the vermilion to blend it out and yeah, make it more of the colors of the bird that I was looking for. So I'm just freehanding this. It's just a shape. It's, you know, nothing major. This is where I'm starting from. Want the general shape of the bird there before I go on with the page. And then I think, ooh, the feathers should be in flight. So I get a little wild with the brush, but that's okay. You know, I was just playing around on my page. It's an art journal page, folks. It's not a work of art. It's just an art journal page. And I'm just being inspired by the colors and the texture and things in the mood board to create. So I'm cleaning up the paint so I don't stick my elbow in it, because I do that quite often. And then I'm going to start gluing down some of these pieces. I have, you know, some torn pieces of map. I have some of these cut out leaf type feather shapes, and I'm going to glue them down using some gel medium. I love paper piecing and using these types of things in my art. And so I'm just letting my imagination go. This is nothing perfect. I'm not worried about perfection. I'm just having a good time and gluing things down, getting my general shape of my creature here by layering up these pieces of paper. And you know, I'm talking with my friends, I'm gluing things down. This is just the way I roll. So let's cut to something a little more interesting now. So I needed a branch or perch or something for my bird to sit on, so I found another scrap of paper, making a perch for my bird, and gonna, you know, give him some feet to perch with, and just putting that paper down. And then I will get out my Stabilo and my Posca pens, do a little bit of pen work on the image itself, and you know, create the bill and the eye and the feathers and all of that. And I'm also going to use a little bit of ink around the edging just to help pull your eye in, but you'll see all of that in the whole process video as we progress here. Anyway, if you are enjoying this, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a kind comment below. It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to my channel. If you enjoy this tutorial, I would be delighted if you subscribe to this channel. And also, if you click the bell next to the subscribe for notification, then you will be notified when a new video comes out. So don't forget to hit that bell and subscribe. I will have links at the end of the video for other projects that I've done in this same vein. So if you're interested in seeing more of this, you can. And if you want to know more about me, my social media links are in the description box below. All you have to do is click on the link tree, and that will give you all of my social media links. And I also have a link down there for my Amazon affiliate. So if you're going to do any shopping based on something that you've seen here, or, you know, it gives me a little bit of a kickback, which helps me provide the supplies to do this sort of thing and keeps me up and running. So I appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything just to use my link. So that's about it from me for today with this. I'll give you some final parting shots, and I want to thank you for having been here and visiting my channel. So see you again next time, guys. And remember, art is about sharing, and remember to be kind. Bye.